Good morning, everybody. It is the 7:34 from WCCO. I'm Jason DeRusha. Nice to be hanging out with you on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, wherever you get your news information online. We're here for you with a nice roundup of what is going on in our community and our world. We'll start with the weather. And this is the 7:30 forecast from meteorologist Riley O'Connor, who's working from home. Pretty nice start to the day. A little breezy out there. You'll notice that. I see the flags kind of flapping in the wind in downtown Minneapolis. Nice temperatures. We're going to be in the mid-50s. But there will be rain coming in. The chance starts around 4 this afternoon. So if you're looking to get outside with the kids today or maybe get a walk in or bike ride, do that during the day because rain is likely in the afternoon. Let's talk about this. It was supposed to be the Twins home opener against the Oakland A's. Today was the day you were supposed to be playing hooky from work. You were supposed to be getting your kids out of school, going to the old ballpark, looking at that beautiful green field, wishing your lawn looked as good. The unofficial start of summer when you start baseball. Not happening, of course. Target Field will be virtually empty today. The season on hold because of COVID-19, but we've really been enjoying your pictures and your memories from the home opener. So we'd love to hear your home opener memories. Maybe it was a special trip with family, or maybe a loved one, maybe your first time to Target Field or back in the Metrodome days. We'd love to see your memories or your pictures. You can share them on our WCCO Facebook page. We'll read through a few in a moment. Let's get you up to date on some news that just came into the WCCO newsroom. The jobless numbers. We knew it was going to be bad. It's really bad. Labor Department saying unemployment claims hit 6.6 million last week. That is up from 3.3 million applying for benefits the week before. 6.6 million, just record unemployment numbers. Very, very bad news, but no surprise as a good chunk of the economy is shut down because of coronavirus. Minnesota dealing with its own surge in unemployment applications. We've had more than 270,000 Minnesotans applying for unemployment since March 16th. More than 17,000 applied on Tuesday alone. Look, it hasn't been seamless for everyone. That also not coming as a surprise. Ashley Basins, who is a baker at a brand new bakery that just opened in Maple Grove, Sugar and Spice Sweetery. She applied for unemployment 2 weeks ago. Her hours were drastically cut, but she says, she went through the system, applied for it. No confirmation, really, that the thing was processed. Like many, she struggled to connect with anybody over the phone for help as those lines are overloaded.
We were able to fall back a little bit on savings, but it's not going to get us through the next month. So until we have this figured out, we're flying by the seat of our pants in the grace of God.
People are being asked to apply online. We do have some helpful unemployment information on our website for you, so check that out. We do want to help if you're one of those people left looking for a new job. Some of you might just wait for your old job to start up again, but some of you might take this opportunity to transition careers or try to find a job. On Mid-Morning today, we're going to dedicate the full hour to all of you who are out there looking for work. Heather and I will explore what's changed in the job search, what resumes are like now, how do you leave a good impression if your job interview is over Zoom. We've been getting great questions for you, too, so we'll bring those to the experts. Lots of great resources for you. I'm really excited to bring our Now Hiring show to you. It'll stream on CBSN Minnesota and be live on WCCO TV at 9 as well. 2 federal programs are offering some hope and help to small business owners who are struggling in the new COVID economy. One program allows companies to defer payments for 12 months. Another providing $10,000 in immediate cash grants that do not have to be repaid. Had a little Zoom chat about that yesterday. We have links to these programs at WCCO.com/community. We are learning, though, that there are even more Minnesotans out of work. Different things kind of shutting down. Canterbury Park in Shakopee has been hanging on to its employees, paying about $850, but they are stopping now. Those employees will be temporarily furloughed until the horse racing and gambling facility. They got a card room out there at Canterbury until that gets reopened. Unfortunately, the outbreak itself, the virus, COVID-19, still growing in Minnesota. We learned that 5 more Minnesotans died from it. Our total here in Minnesota now 17. When you look at known cases, we're at 689. Governor Tim Walz says there is evidence our social distancing is working. He is expected to make a decision early next week about whether or not it'll extend his stay-at-home order. The governor did cancel the governor's annual fishing opener, which is planned for May. When you look at the entire country, cases of COVID-19 are now over 200,000. More than 5,000 Americans have died. New York is the epicenter of the outbreak, with about a quarter of all deaths. More states now under these stay-at-home orders, including Florida, with the 5th highest number of cases. Let's talk about the Grand Canyon, because it is hard to believe they could close the Grand Canyon, but they have. National Park officials say an employee who worked at one of the lodges has tested positive for COVID-19, so the Grand Canyon closed. We've been keeping an eye on plunging gasoline prices for you. This is a weird deal because low gas prices, they're good for anyone who has to gas up, but they are not good for the overall economy. There has been a little change overnight in one little gas price war that's had a lot of attention. Lakeville was under $1 yesterday, 99.9. This is the high market in Lakeville, but that is no more. We don't just report yesterday's news here at CCO. Photographer Joel Thurston went by early this morning. The station was closed. The price on the sign now $1.49 a gallon, 50-cent increase in just a day. That's getting it closer to more of a normal price. The average price in Minnesota, according to AAA, is $1.81 this morning. Minnesota golfers want to play. They're asking the governor to open up access to Minnesota golf courses. An online petition with more than 37,000 signatures. The governor closed golf courses during this time of social distancing, deemed a not essential business, trying to stop the spread. Some golf courses have said, look, we'd be fine if we just close our clubhouse and let people kind of walk around with their clubs out there, so we'll see what the governor decides. Round of applause for healthcare workers is only getting louder in one Minneapolis neighborhood. Yeah, bang on those pots and pans. That is pretty cool in the North Loop. People have been stepping outside onto their balconies to cheer as one community, one voice for healthcare workers on the front lines every night this week. We've seen communities around the world doing similar things, and it is still cool to watch. It's been great seeing artists around the world, too, connect with their fans and share their music online, but that went prime time now.
Life is not tried, it is merely survived if you're standing outside the fire.
I was watching some of this last night. Garth Brooks and his wife, Trisha Yearwood, two music superstars, powerhouses, and just great people. They're on CBS and WCCO from their home recording studio. They played some of their favorite hits. They took live requests from viewers, and they also partnered with CBS to donate $1 million to COVID-19 relief efforts. That music helps, doesn't it? Makes you feel good. Great work by Garth and Trisha. Also cool, Dolly Parton, who is an American treasure. Dolly will read you a bedtime story tonight. She is launching a web series tonight called Good Night with Dolly. For the next 10 weeks, she'll read a story pulled from her Imagination Library program. Starts tonight at 7. You can check it out on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter. Very cool. All right, today's talker should be opening day. I should be wearing a baseball cap and a Twins jersey right now. We should be filling Target Field at 3 tonight. Flyover, all of that stuff. Eric is here to share some of the comments people have been leaving. Eric?
Bobby says my husband will be missing baseball.
Sure.
Apparently Bobby won't be. I mean,
Yeah, right. The inference there.
Exactly.
It's all right, Bobby. You're
It's fine
supportive.
if there's only one fan in your family.
That's right.
Becca said, taking my son on his first birthday 2 years ago, it was so cold. This would have been on the upper half of the weather.
For sure, yeah. I remember when I had to debate whether or not to take the kids out of school, whether that would be appropriate or not. And I did. I took them out.
Well, Sandra says, wish I was there, but I remember a lot of home openers, especially in the 60s when my parents were alive. My father would sometimes keep us home from school to go.
Yes, I think it's allowed for the home opener.
DeRusha Eats, what foods are you upset that you're not going to be having in the next couple of days?
Boy, that's a good point, right? Well, I do like a Target Field hot dog. I mean, there's something about a hot dog at the ballpark that feels right.
Yep.
Gosh, like, don't you miss seeing like what ridiculous thing they put on a Bloody Mary there?
Yeah.
And they have like a giant pizza slice one year.
Exactly. It's an appetizer bar with a Bloody Mary attached.
That's right. You know, I'm kind of old school at I know they have great food and all sorts of fun stuff. Like they had the steak sandwich from Murray's, I think they had out there, which was
that's
cool.
good. That's good.
Yeah, good
Next
stuff.
week we'll be talking about state fair foods that we're not eating.
That we're not eating, exactly. That's it for us, 7:34 from WCCO. Appreciate you hanging out with us. We'll see you tomorrow.